Before the fire, there was only darkness, and the will to survive. The nights were endless, the air cold enough to bite through the skin. Every sound carried danger. Every shadow could mean death. The first humans lived beneath open skies, in a world ruled by teeth and claws. They had no walls, no protection, only instinct. When the sun vanished, fear ruled everything. They huddled close in groups, pressed against one another for warmth. Children cried softly, their faces buried in animal skin still down from rain. Predators watched from the tall grass, lions, saber-toothed cats, hyenas. The darkness belonged to them. Humans were only visitors. But when dawn broke, life began again. The light was safety, and safety meant food. Men and women spread out across the plains, barefoot, quiet, their eyes scanning for movement. They followed the wind, searching for the smell of fruit, roots, or the faint musk of prey. Hunger was constant, the thin ache that drove every decision. They gathered berries when they could, cracked nuts with stones, and dug for roots using sharpened bones. The taste of dirt was familiar. The bitterness of wild plants, a reminder of life's cruelty. Some days they found honey inside a fallen tree, a golden miracle worth the stings. Other days, nothing, and hunger gnawed like an animal that lived inside their stomachs. When hunger turned to desperation, they hunted. They moved together, a rhythm older than words. The leader pointed. The rest understood. They had no bows, no traps, only spears of stone and wood, heavy and cruel. They stalked quietly through the tall grass, breathing with the earth. The smell of blood could draw predators, so they killed quickly or died trying. When the prey fell, they celebrated not with cheers but with silence. They worked fast, tearing meat from bone, sharing it raw and warm. Fingers slick with blood, they passed chunks around a circle. They ate before the scavengers came, before the hyenas began to laugh. The plains were never still. Wind carved patterns into the dirt, carrying the smell of rain and danger. Storms came without warning. Lightning cracked across the sky, thunder rolling like a beast's roar. They ran for cover beneath cliffs or into caves, dragging their kills, clutching their children. Rain gave them water, but it took warmth away. Their shelters of branches and skins were fragile, trembling under the storm's rage. Cold seeped into their bones. Sun did not wake when morning came. And yet, in this endless struggle, they learned. They studied the world with patient eyes. They learned which berries healed and which poisoned, which tracks belonged to deer and which to wolves. They learned the rhythm of migration, when the herds moved, when birds vanished, when frost killed the grass. They had no calendar, no words for time, but they remembered the stars. The night sky was their map, their only guide through the wilderness. They knew when the moon was thin, the tides would change, and when the winds from the north broke cold. They were scientists without knowing it, observers of life itself. And then, one day, the storm brought something new. Lightning struck a dry tree on a distant hill. Flames burst out, alive, wild, moving like no animal they had ever seen. The tribe watched from afar, hearts pounding. The light was terrifying, the heat unbearable, but they kept the beasts away. For hours they stared, mesmerized by its dance. The fire roared and hissed, sparks rising like stars. When the storm passed, smoke still curled into the gray sky. One man, or maybe a woman, stepped forward. Cautiously, trembling, they reached toward the glowing embers. The warmth touched their skin. It didn't bite. It didn't run. They could now work after sunset, sharpen tools, clean hides, teach children. The fire kept insects away, softened bones for tools, and hardened spear tips. It lit their faces as they shared the first stories of the hunt, the storm, the mystery of the flame itself. For the first time, laughter echoed in the darkness. The cold still came, the hunger still returned, but something had shifted. The humans had found a way to push the world back, just a little. And in that small circle of light, beneath the endless stars, they began to dream. The fire gave them warmth, but more than that, it gave them imagination. A sense that they could shape the world, not just survive it. And in that spark, civilization was born.